described the document published in some dailies to be General Buhari's statement of result as a breach of the law. He stated while briefing journalists in Abuja.
Our conclusion from all this is that the documents purportedly released by Government College pilot Katsina, upon which the APC presidential candidate hopes to bury the doubt about his eligibility for next month's election, are forged, manipulated, and fraudulently procured. They are therefore untenable in fact and in law. We do not know who the authors and masterminds of this forgery are, but whoever they are, we urge them to come forward and be identified.
Nigeria Governors Forum, under the leadership of Governor Jonah Jang of Plateau State, has appealed to state governors to protect democracy. A statement signed by the Secretary and Administrator of the Nigeria Governors Forum, Osaro Onaiwa, stated that irrespective of party affiliation, continuity of the nation's democracy is the only way governors can protect their legacy. He appealed to governors to resist attempts by those hiding under the cloak of party politics to foment trouble during the elections. More on the political scene, First Lady Dame Patience Jonathan has urged the people of Okrika, her hometown, to massively vote President Goodluck Jonathan in the presidential election and Nyesom Wike in the governorship election of Rivers State for more developmental projects in the state. The First Lady was speaking during the governorship campaign rally at Okrika, Rivers State. Kenneth Nanim reports. We'll bring you the details of that story in the course of the bulletin. Now, while in Okrika for the Rivers State PDP rally, the traditional rulers assured First Lady Dame Patience Jonathan that they and their subjects have made up their minds to vote massively for President Goodluck Jonathan and Nyesom Wike as governor. We'll bring you details in our subsequent bulletins. And ahead on the news tonight, Nigeria strengthens partnership with the international community to tackle insurgency in the country. Stay with us.
Into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood.
Change is never easy. It was not easy for Dr. Martin Luther King when Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew transformed Singapore from third world to first world. It was not easy. They stoned him. It was not easy for Nelson Mandela.
I, Barack Hussein Obama.
It was not easy for Barack Obama. Nothing worthwhile ever is. Dr. Martin Luther King did it. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew did it. Nelson Mandela did it. Barack Obama did it. Goodluck Jonathan is doing it. He is transforming Nigeria. Mr. We who are with you, many more than those who are against you. A message from protectors of Nigerian possibilities.
This is my year. It's the year I become a better me. I am going to do things I have never done before. I am going to do ordinary things in extraordinary ways. And everyday things in new ways. I will break my records and set new ones. This is 2015, the year of a better me with internet solutions from MTN that enhance style.
To subscribe to any of the Better Me bundles or download my 2015 app, dial *123*4#. Data charges apply on app usage.
MTN, everywhere you go.
Even family fun time is no sweat at all. That's because I use Dettol Re-Energize. It protects me and my family from everyday germs. With bursts of orange citrus, I end my day the way I started. Re-Energize.
One nation under God. We are a strong force. You cannot separate us. It's the time to make it right. I am proudly Nigerian. I vote Goodluck Jonathan. We are proudly Nigerian, and we proudly take a stand. Let me hear you sing. Stand for equality. Stand for unity. You got my vote, Jonathan. You got our vote, Jonathan. Mother and father and Jonathan. Oh, yeah.
$1 million each in 60 days. One person will go home with a brand new Range Rover Volt. And that's not all. Charge with any amount and stand a chance of winning #1 million daily. 100 people will win 10,000 naira every day. One iPad will be won every day. 50 people will win Samsung smartphones every week. And 5,000 people will win every day. There will be surprise. Recharge. Simply recharge to win. The more you recharge, the better your chances of winning. For more details, everybody is a winner. Come alive with Airtel Red Hot promo.
President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, no president, no leader be good to farmers. You are the farmers' president. You've ended 40 years of fertilizer corruption. You've restored dignity to millions of rural farmers across Nigeria. For the first time, millions of women farmers now have direct access to fertilizer and seed. You've transformed dry season farming, providing millions of farmers with high-yielding seeds free of charge. Today, because of you, hundreds of thousands of youth recognize that agriculture is Nigeria's new black gold. After 4 years, millions of Nigerian farmers are saying, thank you, President Goodluck Jonathan. Thank you for transforming our lives. Thank you for defending our interests. Thank you for giving our children a hope and a future. Join us for AgriFest 2015, a celebration of Nigerian agriculture, at the Eagle Square, Abuja on Friday, January 23rd, time 8:30 a.m. prompt. We'll see you there.
Want your bathroom to dazzle? Give your toilet the Hypo treatment to brighten and also kill germs, so your bathroom stays disinfected and squeaky clean.
Hypo, Hypo. When your votes can count, it's a really good thing. INEC says your votes will count.
As the nation prepares for the 2015 general elections, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, assures Nigerians of the conduct of free, fair, transparent, and credible elections. Surely your votes will count. INEC will play its part well and provide the opportunity for all voters to vote for the candidates of their choice for elective offices. INEC will also provide a level playing field for all political parties and candidates. Be a good citizen. Play your part. Join hands with INEC towards a successful 2015 general elections. INEC, making your votes count, consolidating our democracy.
Your votes will.
You're watching NTA Network News. The sporadic queues which seemed to have dotted the Abuja landscape following the announcement of a reduction in pump price of petrol have literally disappeared as sudden as they appeared. Ahmed Ambali, who went around to monitor the situation in Abuja metropolis, reports that as more stations dispense fuel, departments in charge of ensuring compliance with the new price regime are not relenting in their task.
A different picture from what obtained some days ago following the slash in price of petrol. At the stations visited, you drive in, get serviced by the attendants, and off you go. It's a pleasant development which motorists expect to continue.
Yesterday the queue are much, but today everything is okay.
There's no queue in this station.
When the Minister of Petroleum Resources announced the reduction in the price of PMS from 97 to 87 naira, she instructed the relevant government agencies and departments to ensure that there was compliance with the new price regime. Right behind me here are officers from the Department of Petroleum Resources as well as those from the Department of Weights and Measures, and their job is to ensure that that new price regime takes effect.
If they say there is queues in Enugu, people in Abuja will continue to queue to get more fuel. It's just a panic buying. We have enough PMS in the filling stations and also in the depots.
While the Department of Petroleum Resources continues its monitoring, some commuters are calling for a corresponding reduction in transport fares.
The government has tried to reduce, and I let them try to reduce too.
Since that reduction, we have not have any forum that we can discuss.
While that may take a while to be effected, Abuja residents in the meantime continue to bask in the euphoria of the slash in the pump price of PMS. In Abuja, Ahmed Ambali, NTA News.
We have more on the PDP presidential campaign, this time in Berlin. Nigerians in the diaspora, especially those in Germany, have resolved to support the re-election bid of President Goodluck Jonathan in the 2015 elections. They expressed the hope to accomplish this by urging their families and friends at home to vote for the president. The Nigerians made their resolve known at a rally in Berlin with the support of the Transformation Ambassadors of Nigeria, TAN. Teresa Wabalba reports.
That was their clarion call expressed around the nooks and crannies of Berlin. They aim to garner support from the Nigerian community in Germany to influence families and friends at home to cast their votes for President Goodluck Jonathan. From the Nigerian house, they journeyed singing and dancing to the Nigerian embassy in Berlin, where they voiced out their objectives.
That the German towns, the youth in the whole Germany are requesting that Jonathan be re-elected.
Jonathan is our man, and he has been doing a good work, and we want him to continue with those good work he has been doing. Come 2015.
The infrastructural development of Nigeria in the past 6 years has been tremendously improved through the activities of Jonathan.
The Nigerian community drawn from across Germany also urged all politicians and electorates to play their role in the federal government's resolve to conducting free and fair elections. From Berlin, Germany, I am Teresa Wabalba, NTA News.
Back home, the involvement of the youth in the implementation of various government policies and programs will help channel their energies towards ensuring social cohesion and political stability. The national chairman of Labour Party, Alhaji Abdul Qadir Salami, stated this at the first national details.
FCT Minister Senator Bala Mohammed, while addressing a mammoth crowd of PDP members and other supporters of the party's standard bearers, said a note for the Jonathan Sambo ticket for the second term in office is a future assured for Nigerians. He also called on FCT residents to vote for PDP candidates in the territory.
Goodluck has come and he has impacted. He came with an agenda called transformation agenda.
Wife of FCT Minister Hajia Aisha Bala Mohammed and other party and community leaders in Abuja South Federal Constituency called on Nigerian youths not to allow themselves to be used as thugs, adding that a vote for PDP will engender peace and progress. The PDP senatorial candidate for FCT, Senator Philip Aduda, and other House of Representatives candidates promised not only to enact laws that will better the lives of FCT residents, but also execute constituency projects that will have positive bearings on the people.
So this is the reason why you need to know that good things are coming.
A dummy aircraft was presented to the campaign team by the people of Gogolada Area Council, symbolizing a sign of victory for President Jonathan and the PDP standard bearers in the Federal Capital Territory. In Abuja, Daniel Manson, NTA News.
The Nigeria Election Debate Group says it is set to give candidates of all political parties the opportunity to speak directly to Nigerians. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday, who has been covering the group, reports that expectations are high on the election debates.
To speak with them. But right now...
In the last 3 weeks, this group has been meeting just to promote issue-based campaigns in Nigeria's elections process. But what are the expectations of Nigerians?
They're running each other down. They are being personal. They're not dealing on issues. It's not an issue-based campaign, but we expect an issue-based debate.
Commend the work of the Nigerian Elections Debate Group by taking this bold step, understand, by giving the candidate opportunity to speak to Nigerians, to educate Nigerians on their manifestos, on how to govern the country if given the chance.
Them also try to go into psychological issues to find out what these candidates of various political parties are up to offer this country.
The debates is the option we are giving Nigerians away from rancor, bitterness, bad language, and so on and so forth.
If more Nigerians are able to listen to those who are seeking elective offices on the various platforms that we have provided, which is multimedia, then they can make better choices.
Executive Director Program of the NTA and a member of the group, Eugenia Abu, believes that they will achieve the objectives for which it was set up.
The climax of the group's assignment will be the town hall meeting on the 24th of January, leading to the vice presidential and presidential debates here at the International Conference Center, Abuja. Adebola Brooklyn Sunday, NTA News.
A bit on security now. Nigeria is strengthening partnership with the international community and neighboring countries to tackle insurgency in the country. Coordinator, National Information Center and Director General, National Orientation Agency, Mr. Mike Omeri stated this at a security briefing in Abuja. Correspondent Mohammed Abdul Kadri reports.
Mike Omeri said Nigeria welcomes concerns by the UN calling for support to dislodge the insurgents in the northeast.
So we'll continue to work within our national values. We'll continue to work within the level of our capability. We'll continue to seek support where necessary, but not support that will undermine our sovereignty.
He said alliance with multinational task force is well on course.
For me, enough is enough, will only be enough when we get the girls back, when we get Boko Haram and other forms of terrorism out of this country, when the peace is established in the locations that are currently troubled. That is when it is enough.
On the recent video released by the leadership of the insurgents, claiming responsibility for the recent attacks in Baga, Borno State, he said the federal government is studying the clip. The coordinator, National Information Center, Mike Omeri, however, stressed the need for effective management of borders to stop cross-border crimes. From the National Orientation Agency headquarters, Abuja, Muhammad Abdul Kadri, NTA News.
On political talk tonight is the presidential standard bearer of COA Party, Professor Comfort Oluremi Shonaya.
Hello, Nigerians. My name is Remi Shonaya. I am the presidential candidate of COA Party in the forthcoming elections. It's a pleasure to have this opportunity. We are at a very critical stage in the history of our nation. We in COA Party believe that this is a time for real change. This is a time to make a clean and clear choice for a new beginning for our nation. I'm calling on Nigerians at this time to make a choice for a good life. Kowa Party believes that politics is an honorable game. It's an honorable endeavor. It is not for liars. Politicians do not have to be liars. Politicians can be trusted. Politicians can be honorable. Why is it that things function elsewhere in the world and they do not function in our own society? It is time for us to make a clear and new beginning. Vote Kowa Party.
You're watching NTA Network News. Speed limit device launched in Lagos. This and more as we join Jennifer in our Lagos Center. Good to see you, Jennifer.
Elizabeth, good evening and a warm welcome to Lagos. 8 suspected trans-border armed robbers are in the net of the Lagos State Police Command. The State Police Commissioner, Kayode Aderonti, disclosed that the suspects specialize in carrying out robbery operations in Mali, Benin Republic, Togo, and Nigeria. Tunde Saiki reports.
The suspects were arrested on the 15th of December at Iba, Festac Town, and Igondo areas of the metropolis following a tip-off. The Commissioner of Police said the suspects during interrogation confessed to several robberies, including bank raids in Port Novo, Benin Republic, a filling station, and they also carried out daredevil operations in Mali, as well as the biggest heist where they carted away a whopping sum of 100 million naira in the Alakija area of Lagos.
So we need to get the statement so that all people that are engaged in those activities will know that there is no safe haven for any route arising from that kind of.
Some of the suspects, while speaking with journalists, said their operations were always successful as they often carry them out in the dead of night.
So the reason why they arrested us in Cotonou is this: that guy that I escorted to Cotonou, you don't know that they set them up, they set us up. So as we are coming, they just hold us. They don't even see any exhibit for our hand.
We share them, when we share them. So me, I hold 7 million. Then Shola, who 7 million. Victor, who 7 million naira.
The ringleader of the gang also demonstrated to the press how members concealed their arms and ammunition in their vehicle without arousing the suspicion of security operatives. Items recovered from the suspects include 2 AK-47 rifles, 11 AK-47 loaded magazines, and 1 Toyota Sienna bus. In Lagos, Tunde Saiki, NTA News.
As part of campaign strategies to reduce the incidence of road crashes this year, the Federal Road Safety Corps has embarked on the first phase of its sensitization program on speed reduction. The workshop is aimed at engaging and educating road users and law enforcement agencies in Lagos on the need to install speed limiting devices in their vehicles. The report.
Research has shown that excessive speed is one of the key risk factors that causes road crashes, leading to severe injuries and sadly deaths. In order to curb this trend, the Federal Road Safety Corps adopted strategies aimed at reducing road accidents. The advocacy on the use of a speed limiting device by motorists is one of such.
We will take as much as possible all stakeholders as we can before enforcement. Now, we know that human nature, some people are just will not want to obey, and just because of the fact they want to see what the law will do. Those people, when we start enforcement, will bring them in by the force of the law.
This meeting, therefore, is a platform to get stakeholders to buy into the program.
As the lead agency in road transport management, and whatever we need to do to bring the death rate on our roads, we'll stop at nothing in doing it. So we are very much prepared.
We can save on fuel consumption, we can save on maintenance.
It will increase the long lifespan of the vehicle. The fuel consumption is low. The frequency at which you change the part of your vehicle will also reduce.
The Federal Road Safety Corps has announced the first day in June. As state, it will commence the enforcement. The Corps is also soliciting the cooperation of motorists, especially fleet operators, to comply with the new directive.
It was a night of the stars, the Oscars of football, watched by millions all over the world. Now, you have another opportunity to see the crowning of Africa's greatest football stars and performances by the hottest entertainers. It's the Glow CAF Awards 2014, coming to your screen this weekend, Saturday 10 p.m. on NTA and Sunday 10 p.m. on AIT. Glow CAF Awards 2014, taking African football to new heights.
The Dettol and Ministry of Health team is visiting schools to teach children how to protect themselves from diseases.
Do you know what germs are? They are tiny, harmful, living things that you pick up from dirty surfaces. These germs can make you ill and prevent you from doing all the things you like to do with friends. That's why you need to fight them by washing your hands regularly with Dettol soap.
Mom, today we learned how to fight germs with Dettol soap.
50,000 naira.
They're giving away free money, you.
Free money.
Free money.
Thousands of people all over the country are getting free money in the ongoing Cherry Noodles Naira Hunt promo. Nazifi Mohammed from Damarawa, Kano, Adeola Temitokpe from Boja, Ibadan, Vivian Ofre from West Market, Calabar, Zainab Yusuf from Old Market, Sokoto, Ahasa Rabiu from Tudunwada, Kaduna, Rachel Igomrehe from Ikotu, Lagos, and many more. Hurry! You may be the next lucky winner. Cherry Noodles. Love at first taste. Cherry Noodles.
Embracing life to the full means coming into contact with germs.
Feeling bright, re-energized.
Which could mean facing some unexpected moments.
Feeling bright, re-energized.
Even family fun time is no sweat at all. That's because I use Dettol Re-Energize. It protects me and my family from everyday germs. With bursts of orange citrus, I end my day the way I started. Re-Energize.
The Glow Overload promo is making millionaires every single day. Different people from different parts of Nigeria are emerging winners of the handsome reward of 1 million naira.
Continue to glow and prosper. Thank you.
The 1 million naira gift. Now I would say yes, a gift and just the beginning of the year.
I've been very loyal to Glow. Guess my hard work has paid off.
You too can be the next winner of 1 million naira or other amazing prizes. Dial *200# to register. Recharge your phone with 200 naira airtime and above, or buy a data pack of 2,000 naira and above to qualify for the Millionaire's Draw. Every recharge gives you 5 times guaranteed airtime instantly. You also enjoy a whopping 4.5 gigabyte data for only 2,500 naira. Participate in the Glow 120 Millionaires Overload promo, and you can be the next millionaire in town. Visit www.glowworld.com for more details.
My mom told me great acting needed good health. I've played so many roles in life, but my proudest role is mother to my children and my community projects. I've achieved all this thanks to good health every day with Dettol. And to be 100% sure that my children achieve success in their life, I trust Dettol, so they don't miss a single day of good health.
Dettol, proudly part of Nigerian health for 50 years.
Thank you for staying with us on NTA Network News. Now to business news. The Securities and Exchange Commission moves to strengthen domestic investment. A look at the figures on the Nigerian Stock Exchange, and Vivian Idebefo is our guide.
Thanks, Elizabeth, and welcome to Business News. The Securities and Exchange Commission is determined to make the economy more attractive by providing the leverage needed in infrastructure financing in the country. To achieve this, the Acting Director General of the Commission, Munir Gwarzo, at a meeting with stakeholders, emphasized the need for investor education, which is key to investor protection, as it will boost local participation in the market, thereby reducing the 60% of foreign investors.
One of the things that we want to develop is domestic investment, both from retail and from institutional investors. And we're going to step up our investor education programs so that we'll be able to reach out to the market. We believe by the time we do so well in terms of the investor educations, the level of investment in the capital market from the domestic side will go up.
We believe that the future is bright based on approach.
The Apex regulator is also strategizing on how best to increase insurable assets in the country from 2% to 20%. Thursday's trading on the Nigerian Stock Exchange goes southward as the all-share index dropped to 29,687.93 basis points, losing 0.24%. Let's look at the pictorial summary of the day's activity. And that's it on Business. Elizabeth, it's back to you for the continuation of the news. Good evening.
Thank you very much, Vivian. The outbreak of bird flu in parts of the country is not an epidemic, as Nigerians are encouraged to keep consuming poultry products. Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Dr. Akinwumi Additional, gave the advice while featuring on NTA's program Good Morning Nigeria earlier today. Saliu Abdullahi has the report.
The Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development, Akinwumi Adesina, urged Nigerians not to panic as emergency response measures are in place with the massive deployment of veterinary staff to contain the situation.
It's fantastic to eat poultry products. They don't to consumers at all because of this bird flu. Second is that the risk of human contamination is very, very low.
The transformation efforts of the agricultural sector, the minister said, is yielding positive result, as indicated in the areas of food security.
And we've been able to add net income of roughly over 403 billion naira. You know, we've produced maize, roughly about 12 million metric tons, and the income from that alone, over 253 billion naira added to our economy.
The program also featured analysts who gave some tips on the need for stakeholders to redouble their efforts towards achieving violence-free polls.
This election, in my view, may very well be one of the most closely contested elections in the recent history of our country. And therefore, it's so close, the tensions tend to be higher, the expectations are high, and we have to address the issue of the mindset of the politicians.
Because there will always be elections. So we have to develop the habit as a people to conduct elections like any other national activity and move on.
The struggle in the sustenance of democracy in the country, they agreed, remains a collective responsibility of all Nigerians. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi, NTA News.
While in Okrika for the Rivers State PDP rally, the traditional rulers assured First Lady Dame Patience Jonathan that they and their subjects have made up their minds to vote massively for President Goodluck Jonathan and Nyesom Wike as governor. Here is Makut Simon Macham with the report.
One person, we move it straight. We don't scatter our voting or break at all. So I trust my people at the rightful time. They will talk and you will hear them.
Chief Nyesom Wike, the standard bearer of the PDP in Rivers State, also spoke to the king.
You can agree with me that Mr. President believes in the unity of this great country. And that is why he's doing everything within the law to see that Nigeria remains one. In Rivers State, during this 4 years tenure, Mr. President has done quite a lot for the people of Rivers State. And that is why it is incumbent that we continue to support him to be re-elected on February 14.
King Obudibo reassured the First Lady and Chief Wike that his people have since settled with the PDP and their candidates.
This place is our ethnic nationality, is PDP and nothing but PDP. We said it, and that was what happened. The vote was total. And we know that this time too, it will be total.
The First Lady and the standard bearer of the PDP later met with the Okrika Divisional Council of Chiefs, where they again canvassed for support for President Goodluck Jonathan, Chief Nyesom Wike and other PDP candidates. They were again reassured of total support of the Okrika nation.
Definitely, that whatever will make the presidency very possible, very easy, very authentic, and very absolute, we will do it where we do. From the House of Assembly all the way down.
The chiefs also offered prayers for the success of President Goodluck Jonathan.
We'll bring you global tidbits and sports when we return after these messages. Stay with us.
We celebrate greatness today. Akpabio, Dangote, Man of the Year. 20 years from now, they will be receiving Lifetime Achievement Awards. We need to document it. Chief Shonaka, Kingsway Stores, the most amazing supermarket chain in all of Nigeria, collapsed. There is no documented evidence as to why that happened. So business schools can read about why Kingsway Stores collapsed. Chief Shonaka, you owe it to us to let us know what happened to Kingsway Stores.
Vote Ben Bruce for Senate 2015. Vote green. Let there be light. The Dettol and Ministry of Health team is visiting schools to teach children how to protect themselves from diseases.
Do you know what germs are? They are harmful living things that you pick up from dirty surfaces. These germs can make you ill and prevent you from doing all the things you like to do with friends. That's why you need to fight them by washing your hands regularly with Dettol soap.
Mom, today we learned how to fight germs with Dettol soap.
My father has always taught me the importance of hard work. He says with Shell's help, he has been given the chance he needs. And that gives me the chance I need.
Shell supports local businesses and entrepreneurs, helping them to thrive and expand. Shell, let's go.
Does your husband's shed need some whitening? Just join Just Chickens! Hey, you better go get Just Chickens! Now available in lemon and pot puree fragrances, the newest and freshest way to jick it.
West Africa records feat over Ebola virus disease and Yemeni president resigns. Global tidbits with Talatu Ezewiki.
8 months of closure because of the Ebola outbreak. On the Democratic Republic of Congo, the country's Senate has delayed a vote on a national census, which has sparked violent protests that could delay election. While in Somalia, car bomb exploded outside the gates of a hotel where Turkish delegates were preparing for the visit of their president. Elsewhere, Yemen president has resigned amid ongoing standoff with Shia Houthi rebels, and foreign ministers from 21 countries met in London to discuss ways of coordinating their efforts. Jihadist group Islamic State. That is along the NTA News.
Talking sports now, teams Akwa Ibom and Rivers clinched tickets to represent South-South Zone in the President's Cup, and Serena